Hello and welcome to week 1 of the AFL Finals Oddities. What are your opinions on this hit by Brayden Maynard? Do you think there is anything that he could have done differently to not injure Brayshaw? I also hate it when they slow everything down because it makes it look a lot worse if you play it in full speed. Maynard doesn't look like he's trying to clean him up, he's just bracing for the impact. In my honest opinion, I don't think Maynard has done anything wrong. The only thing he might have been able to change is that he could have jumped straight up to try and smother the ball. But in hindsight, he probably would have wanted to do that, not to injure his friend. But at the end of the day, I think he should be free to play. You just gotta love the commentator's curse.
Can't see him missing this. Only 25-30 out.
Oh no. Nice work, Sam.
Second set shot miss.
This has to be the worst shank I've ever seen from Bailey Fritsch here. Martin's made a very silly mistake in the first quarter, which looks like it's going to be 2 weeks out with a suspension here. Just very lazy, very slack, and in the end it's going to cost him personally big time. It wouldn't be a shank fest if Harry McKay wasn't involved. Somehow he's missed this from about 10 metres straight out and in front. It almost seems impossible to miss, but somehow he seems to do this every week. Todd Marshall's probably had the worst shank of his entire career here. I'm not entirely sure what's gone wrong with him because he used to be an absolute sharpshooter, but for some reason now he seems to be shanking them all the time. No, this is not a glitch in the Matrix. This is Marshall shanking the kick yet again. Maybe the nerves just got to him a little bit too much because these kicks were absolutely dreadful. Bailey Fritsch has paid a free kick and his teammates, looks like Langdon, plays on and he takes a running shot at goal and it doesn't go through. If you're going to take the set shot away from one of your key forwards, you have to make sure 100% is going through for a goal. Otherwise, you absolutely deserve to be roasted for this. GWS did absolutely everything they could to not kick a goal here. Somehow it gets over the back and Callum Brown goes with the Jackie Chan kick. They had to go to score review and it just touches his boot. That's all you need for a goal. I think the Brisbane Lions defender here does sort of flop a little bit, but this is just totally dumb by Butters. You don't need to be doing this, especially not in a final. Just pull your head in. You don't need to be suspended for this. These players know what's at stake. They just need to pull their head in a little bit and just don't do silly stuff like this. It could have cost him and Port Adelaide big time. Bit of an unfortunate sort of hit here from Cox and Clayton Oliver. Looks like Clayton Oliver's running. I don't think Cox leans into it enough to be anything, and the force when they do connect is quite minor. I don't even think it's worth a fine. It's probably worthwhile a free kick, but that's it. Do you think Melican will be in trouble here for this dangerous tackle on Cottrell? I don't think the force is enough to be a suspension. I haven't seen if they've released it yet, but I'd hope this isn't anything. I honestly don't watch a huge amount of Jesse Hogan's work, but I don't remember him having this little stutter step in here, which in the end he completely shanks the kick. Did this stutter step mess up his kick, or is that how he always kicks? Let me know in the comments. It's almost like it comes to finals time and Jake Lever's mind just turns into mush. He just gives away a very obvious free kick here. He knows he's got another teammate defender next to him, but for some reason he just completely bowls over his opposition and gives away a free kick inside the forward 50. I have no idea what goes on in his brain. No, I didn't miss it. Harry McKay takes a mark directly out in front, probably 12 to 15 metres out at the absolute most, and somehow he misses this one as well. I have no idea how this guy gets a game. I really wish the AFL would dish out more staging fines. I'm glad he didn't get a free kick for this, but this could change a game, change the momentum in the game. And I think a flop like this is just such a coward act. They should fine the players for this crap.
These last 3 minutes, Petrarca, he has really started to live for Melbourne.
It's too bad we don't have Shackton a full here, because Owies would be the #1 draft pick. I don't know. This was just absolutely mind-boggling why you're that close to goal and trying to handball it to Curnow. I guess Curnow did sort of look away at the last minute. Luckily, Owies was able to grab the ball and kick the goal in the end, but man, this could have been so embarrassing. I just found this one a little bit funny. Petrarca's dropped the ball, maybe a little bit too far away from his boot, or he's changed his mind. Not entirely sure what happened, but you can see he sort of second guessed his kick. And in the end, does this count as a disposal? Because his foot kind of does touch it, but it's not a proper kick. I say no disposal. How's this goal from Rosé? You can see that he's sort of darting around, looking for somewhere to kick the ball, probably to a teammate, but he decides that there's no one else on, so may as well have a ping at goal, and it goes straight through. This is pretty good for someone who's sort of changed their mind at the last minute and kicked it from outside 50. Van Rooyen has completely cleaned up Dan McStay from Collingwood, and it looks like from what I've seen on Facebook that he will be missing at least 1 week for this head-high hit. You can see that he extends the arm, lifts the elbow, and he overruns the ball. I think this is textbook for the MRO to give him 1 week. Not playing the ball, he's playing the man. 1 week, 2 weeks, I think is fair.
Thanks, Abs. It's been a physical encounter so far.
After the Brayshaw incident, Jack Viney was absolutely livid with Braden Maynard mostly, and you can see he's just taken out some of his frustration on him. They go to ground and this causes a little bit more of a fight, so I probably expect Viney to cop a fine for this one. Dane Zorko has a case of the slap ass here. You can see he spanks a couple of the Port players on their actual bums, not just on the scoreboard. And yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, please do leave a like and subscribe. Hopefully we have some more entertaining content throughout the finals series. I'm really looking forward to this week's games. I think it could definitely shape the way that the grand final is going to be. If you've made it this far into the video, leave a comment with your favourite team who you think is going to win the AFL grand final. And also, I am going to be doing a Brownlow prediction video very soon. It's a little bit of a new format that I haven't tried before. It's going to be a split screen video of the 4 players who I think are genuine contenders for the Brownlow medal. And they are obviously the 4 favourites. But I'm hopefully going to be going over the 1 to 5 round, 6 to 10 and so on. Each round and how I think they performed, where I think they will get votes. And in the end, I will crown who I believe is going to be the 2023 Brownlow medal winner. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a pretty good video. I'll try and keep it short. A fairly condensed version of the whole season down to 4 players and how they performed over those rounds. Anyway, keep an eye out for that video. It's probably going to be next week most likely. But thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.